So this is from Joanna from Cantwell, Alaska, and she says, she asks if a property has unpermitted improvements, such as additional bedrooms or buildings, how can that affect new owners? Can things be approved retroactively? Yeah, I heard the chuckle there, Scott. Go for it.
Yeah, it's actually fair. Unpermitted things here in Hawaii are fairly common, especially with, people want to avoid the nightmare of the permitting process. A lot of times they'll do that, and I would say it's kind of an accepted practice here in Hawaii versus what we grew up with on the mainland. Can it affect you? Absolutely. Getting a loan, the appraisers aren't going to consider it as a part of the square footage. If it's too egregious, then the lender could say, we're not going to lend on this. We're not going to give you a loan. It could be, or it has to be removed prior to you getting the loan. So absolutely, it can affect you. Can you get it done retroactively? Yep. You got to, which is a little harder process. They're going to scrutinize you more. And so something that maybe was added 10 years ago, essentially what's going to happen, you're going to have to get the plans and permits, and everything's going to have to be brought up to today's code. So even if they built it 10 years ago unpermitted, to that day's code, you may have to change it. It could be your electrical, your plumbing, all has to change.
So it sounds like what you're saying, if I could summarize that, it sounds like if you've got something that was built, whenever this thing was built, if it was not permitted, you're going to go through the permitting process as if you built it today, and it's going to be evaluated as if you built it today. Is going to be essentially. Got it.
And I would probably say the inspectors are going to scrutinize you a little more because they're going to be like, okay, you didn't go through the natural process to begin with.
That's right. So why didn't you go through that the last time? That means you tried to skip over something. So we're going to make sure extra special that you kind of, whatever it was that you skipped or didn't skip, you're not going to get this time. Great.